Hi, my name is Maxwell Troy. I played with Rod probably for 25 years, which in most arenas would seem like a long time, but in this conversation, I'll play with him just a hot minute, considering the man played 50 years. I played with him at the Mirage. I played with him at, I'm not sure if we played at the Taj. Um, we definitely played a lot at Commerce. One thing that was great and camaraderie about playing at the table with Rod was that you knew he didn't miss anything. Like if I picked up on like a tell or a subtle twitch or something that revealed the strength or weakness of an opponent's hand, I knew that if I looked at Rod, he caught it too. Assuming he wasn't taking one of his little patented 30-second cat naps. He was a master of playing 20-hour sessions, but still getting an hour and a half sleep in half-minute increments. I hope the man never invested a lot of money in a mattress or a pillow, because the man slept beautifully in an upright chair with neon lights and a decibel level of above 75. One great thing about Rod was that the man you saw on Monday was the man you saw on Friday, was the man you saw this year, was the man you saw 5 years ago. He was just true blue. There was no gray area. Like, he might be a jerk off about something, but damn it, if he wasn't sincere and genuine and honest. I mean, me and Junior actually laughed at how a question like, do you ever root against the success of your friends, or something like deep inside the human soul, or something that none of us want to admit to. Rod Sr. was like, no, you'd only want the best for your friends. If your friend hit the lottery for $50 million, God bless, that's wonderful news. Let's all celebrate. I am unique in the poker world in that I've made my living entirely from 7-card stud for my 25-year career. And Rod Sr. made his entire living at 7-card stud in a 50-year career. And in my opinion, to be a 7-card stud player, you have to be interested in other people. You have to not look at it as like a labor, to study their nuance, to see the subtle tweaks in their confidence and their mood as every streak progresses. And that is something that Rod had. Rod was genuinely interested in other people. And, from my shared conversations with Junior, it was clear that all Senior ever wanted was to be close to his children and to bet sports like me. He had a love for betting sports, an unrequited love, as I do. And he was just a guy that I could look at like, that's a way to conduct yourself at a poker table. That's the way to handle the beats. That's a way to handle the pain. You put in your hours, you don't cry, you don't throw cards, you don't berate other players, Sure, you get frustrated, but, Rod was always a gentleman. I never heard him curse. I never heard him call someone outside or ask someone to repeat themselves or any of that jazz, even though the man's a big man. And he was a pro athlete of sorts. He was very special. And you can't write the story of poker without Rod Sr. Or Rod Jr., I'm sure, but Rod Sr. for sure. He's like a window into the grit of like the 70s. He changed his game as the times changed, which is really hard to do. You see a lot of players who were great for an era, but when players adjusted, when players got much more aggressive, when players picked up on subtle changes in play, the game advanced and he advanced with it. And but the beautiful thing is that from just talking to Junior, knowing that at the end of his life, as much as a grinder as he always was, he realized that was no longer his priority, that he just wanted to spend time with his children. And that's really beautiful that the man just never stopped evolving, and I'll miss him.